Good afternoon, Ryu. Hope it's going well. I'm going to squish you between my beans. And I hope your project's going well. Well, at least stuff you can actually do. Hey, Delight. You got parts of it delivered? Well, that means you can actually get stuff sorted, right? You can actually get the project beginning. You can begin design project. You can do the thing which you have shown me. Me keeping things vague because I'm a good V. But yeah, I'm doing very good today. Apart from when I was feeding the cats, I had to juggle both of them between their bowls because they kept trying to swap. I've been looking at Intel GPUs, they're pretty cheap. I haven't seen what Intel have been doing recently with their GPU market. I know they're not really like, or wasn't previously, worthwhile competitor for obviously Nvidia and AMD, but God knows what they're doing now. I do not know, but I would not mind taking a look. I can check the code and make some 3D test prints. Good. So that means you can get the project started. The only concern I've got with using an Intel GPU is I don't know what game compatibility will be like because, you know, games kind of make their engines around the big competitor GPUs. So I don't know how interactions and drivers would work together. Hey, Mocha. I'm more concerned about my emulators and their game mods if I get one. Oh, true. Because the emulators use OpenGL a lot, from what I remember correctly. Well, they use very specific, like DirectX as well. I've never seen an emulator use Vulkan before. Or at least have the option of doing it in Vulkan. It also uses it? Okay, fair enough. I just wouldn't have thought. I thought they would have avoided anything like that. Vulkan isn't default setting, but major emulators all have it. Okay. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Post over on Blue Sky to do, then I am done. Done, 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 done. Done. I look away for 5 seconds, like, well, 5 seconds. I tapped away for like 5 minutes and all of a sudden it's foggy. Silent Hill Old Charlian. Anyway, if you know what, sadly I won't have enough pixels to run Doom. You always... No. Okay. Ryu, not with that attitude. You always have enough pixels to run Doom. That's just quitters talk. I bet even I could run Doom. I bet if you plug the USB into me, I would run it. I mean, if I change a bit of it using actual Raspberry instead of a ESP32, RAM display on the side, I could run a full Linux setup, and then, well, yeah, you could run more than just Doom. You could run pretty much anything you wanted. It wouldn't just be Doom. I mean, I don't know. Your choice, man. How complex do you want it? All right, the plan for today. I want to finish off the Endwalker role quests. I've got, well, I mean, I've done the role quest. Now I've just got the post side quest to do. You can't afford a good Raspberry right now, anyway. Want mine? I haven't used it in years. I'll probably sell it for like half the price. Okay, in all joking bullshit aside, if you are interested in wanting a Raspberry Pi, I can look and we can figure something out. Fennec wants uppies? Alright, giving them uppies right now. But yeah, I'll be finishing the post-Endwalker role quest, side quest out. If I get that done, I will be finishing out with the Merchant's Tale Varying Dungeon quest. Because we finished those yesterday. Depends on specs, we'll have to check together later. Yeah, I haven't, like I said, I haven't booted up in quite a while. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure, fuck it, let me just check real quick. I know it's an older system, but I think I know which one it is. It was the... I know it was a Pi 2, but I don't know which specific model it was. Ah, fuck it. I'll look later. I'll look later. And the V tunneled himself when I said later. Listen, you expect this hyperfixation brain to not get distracted? You give me a topic, and all of a sudden, I want to talk about it. But Fennec's is smaller than a 1 foot tall Eevee that was also a stubble LFL. Mocha. I am a 4 foot tall Eevee who is also a LFL. Behave. Anyway. Chip is much taller than a normal VV. So that means Fennec can climb up onto my back and get plenty of fluff and cuddles. I am not Lombs. Even though the badge, what you put on me, is called Lombs. But anyway. In all seriousness, thanks for that, Ryu. I still love it. It's goody. It's very goody. I love the badges you did for me. I'm still trying to figure out how to actually do a swap between them, because the WebSocket is a little bit weird, and doing redeem swaps inside of no, because you need a package name. Because of the weird way the program I use handles asset swaps, it's a little weird. Because what I want to do is I want to do a randomized system where someone can just click a redeem. It will change it between any of the 4 badges, but not the one I currently have. And it's weird to do it. The program is a little bit sauce. Your game is coming in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks away. But what game, Fennec? What are you getting? If I remember correctly, it was this one. Yeah. Okay. So that means it's something you can't say on stream. Understandable. Alright, side quests. No, it is not this one. Crying. I still need to do that, though. Would it count as a Galling side quest? Nope. Okay, does it count as my role quests? There it is. Crimson Desert Collector's Edition. I don't believe I've heard of that before, but still, I hope you have fun. I completely forgot where I need to go, so give me a second. Next quest is called Misguided Few. It is in Garlemald. 3325.7. There it is. That's where I need to go. You finally get to use that copy master in another stream. How about I ban you? How about I just do that? It's just like this, just one little teensy little button that I just need to click. It's so easy. It's right there. How about I just click it? How about I just boop it with my beam? How about I just boop you with my entire paw? How about I smooch you?
Sloppy.
Indeed. Thanks, Ilbert. Sloppy. Yeah, I forgot it's all the way over here. Alright. Lock in chat, it's emotional trauma time. With the Guardian's hearts at ease, the likelihood of others turning has greatly diminished. That said, it is no cause for us to grow complacent. We must needs find a way to overcome the blasphemous protective warding. If I understand correctly, a blasphemous behavior is oftentimes influenced by the memories and emotions of their originator, in which case it would be prudent to learn more of the man who birthed this monstrosity. How fortuitous, then, that a number of soldiers from the 3rd Legion are in our custody. For a mercy, their tempering was not so severe as to be beyond our ability to heal them. They are presently being treated at Camp Broken Glass. Perhaps the camp's intelligence officer can tell us who among them knows aught of Nerva's whereabouts. I thought you were being serious about it all until you said you would smooch me. Oh, Mocha, I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry. If that was too far, I'm sorry. You're a bean. I wouldn't do that. I'm not an asshole who would ban somebody over a tiny little joke. I know the difference between a joke and something which is a bit more forward intented.
Fireball!
Fireball. Me when I use fireball. Oh, God. I'm okay. I see. Perhaps it'd be best if you speak with Virgilia, Legatus of the 3rd Legion. She's still on the mend, but the Charians aren't like to oppose a brief conversation, if you would wait here a moment. A Pokemon game but is Baldur's Gate 3. So, you know what that is, Fennec? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon! Or at least, you know, a more tabletop RPG sort of thing.
Meow.
Meow. Me injecting 100 cc's of copium because we're not getting another, Mystery Dungeon game. Eorzea's champion, I presume, and one of his cohorts. If anything, as part of my struggle to read terms and shit, and you said all of that in such a deadpan tone, I thought you were safe. Okay. Yeah, the one thing I can do...
Emotional damage!
Final Fantasy XIV Simulator. The one thing I can do very easily is... I can keep a very, very flat tone when I'm trying to be sarcastic. So I do not blame you that you can't read it well, and I am sorry. What business have you with me? Ilsabard is faced with imminent crises, and we believe the knowledge you bear may be key in stopping it. Thus do we believe the blasphemy to be Nerva. His whereabouts in the wake of Garlemald's fall, or lack thereof, give credence to our theory. Lord Nerva? From what we have pieced together thus far, you are one of the last to see him alive. Please, you not share with us what you know? You'll steal all my berries and hold them above my head where you can definitely can't reach. I will claw into your belly and I will climb up you. Do not steal my berries. Very well. Though I suspect what meager knowledge I possess shall avail you not. I last spoke with Lord Nerva shortly after the warring with the First Legion began. Cloistered within the lower levels of the Seneculum Imperialis, he spent the better part of the day listening attentively to the radio. He seemed hopeful, or perhaps desperate, for news that the tide might turn in our favor. The next day, I left for the front line. It was there I heard a terrible noise, which I assumed came from the Tower of Babel. Then darkness took me, and I remember naught after that. I was told the radios protected those close to them from the effects of the tower, in which case Lord Nerva would have remained unaffected. But he has ever been devoted to Galamald, for glory everlasting, you would say. To watch the empire he loved so dearly crumble, I can think of no one who would be more stricken by the sight. It would seem we were right to assume what became of Nerva. Oh my goodness, bean squishies. Also, no, not my berries. And it does not surprise me the beast would choose to make its nest within the Tower of Babel. It stands atop the remains of the Imperial Palace and the throne he revered so highly. But the Empire is no more, and Lord Nerva, apparently, is no longer the man he once was. He deserves to be laid to rest, together with his dreams of glory. We will fell the beast. Have my word. Oh, hi, everybody. Apologies for the interruption. Canisena has arrived, and we're ready to depart. 'Tis good to see you, Chip. Master Farchanel. I have spoken with Lorenzo the ward protecting the blasphemy, and I am quite confident some manner of ether-based magic bars our path. If I may be so bold, Elder Seedseer, we reached the same conclusion initially, but that simply is not possible. These creatures born of the final days are devoid of ether. As such, they would be unable to produce such a barrier in the manner of which we are accustomed. Do you suppose it is possible they manipulated Dynamis to achieve a similar effect? I too thought to dismiss the notion of a barrier fueled by ether. That is, until I stepped foot here in Galamald. Even now I can sense streams of ether flowing toward the town. Its purpose was, after all, to have its reserves of energy sufficient to reach the moon. Even if one was incapable of manipulating ether directly, it stands to reason control of the tower would alleviate such a need. 'Tis merely conjecture, of course. I cannot say for certain until I have examined the currents with mine own eyes. Might I ask you to accompany me? I would join you as well, if I may. My injuries would keep me from being of use in battle, but my knowledge of the land should serve just as well as my blade. I would not be opposed to your company, but it is not my decision to make. She may go, so long as she remains under watch by you and the others. Very good. Might I suggest we begin with Regio Urbanissima? Urbanissima? I sense the greatest confluence of ether in that vicinity. God damn it, Galleons in their fucking Latin. Stop being extra. Oh, hello there. They needed to be so verbose in absolutely everything they did, so they took Latin and just incorporated it into literally everything they used. Like, even the creatures here. Kind of shit in Garlemald. Oh. Just resetting my camera real quick, give me a second. Bye-bye. As I thought, the Ether stream here flows towards the tower, as do all others in this region, no doubt. It's too bad that when we finally get to see Garlemald, it's already a bombed out ruin all these years and we still only get hints of what it might have looked like. Yeah, yeah. Sadly. We do get some glimpses of the past and how it looked. We did get glimpses during earlier expansions. And we kind of got glimpses during the Merchant's Tale stuff. Kind of, but not exactly, you know, Garlemald. Because, you know, we got Corvos. This convergence first began when a Telophora erected spires in all corners of Eorzea to fuel the Tower of Babel. But once destroyed, this divergence of ether should have ceased. Alright, whoever you are, if your business with us, quit your scuttling about in the shadows and speak your piece. It was you there in the tower, wasn't it? Nero! Everybody's here! I thought I recognized those boots. My, you're sharper than you look. I recognize you. Nero, yes? Why are you following us? Who said I'm following you? Being a native of Garlemald, does it not stand to reason I might be inclined to come and see what has become of my home? I know not what you're scheming, but with no time to entertain your games. Perhaps Master Garland would make better company for you. Spare me. I'm a man of great ambition and greater intellect, far beyond the scope of anything Garland could hope to achieve. He still keeps his head in the clouds, while I would set my sights to the stars beyond. Which is why you snuck into the tower. But like us, you can get past the blasphemy to reach the transporter. Yes, well, I was very much hoping you would dispense with that little obstacle. And having caught wind of your plans, curiosity compelled me to see if you were truly up to the task. Do you have reason to believe we are not? Or, perhaps, does the great genius Nero mean to dispense with the blasphemy himself? Far be it from me to steal your glory having come all this way, but as I am feeling generous, I will tell you what I learned during my time in the Tower of Babel. I was able to access its systems, you see, and discovered one of those dreadful spires still appears to be active. Impossible! They all vanished when Anima was destroyed. Yes, and I have heard of your escapades reclaiming the remains of the Emperor. But obviously you failed to reclaim his entire body. As it stands, a piece remains powering a tower at Fabrica. Ah, yes, the manufacturing district just north of the erstwhile Imperial Palace. A rather impressive feat, considering how these lands are so utterly devoid of ether. Barely enough to sustain life, let alone the spire. But if one were to use Varus's remains to forcibly create a confluence of sorts... Precisely. And for what I gleaned at the tower's systems, his heart serves as its core. Okay, that's fucked up. Coursing not with blood, but with your precious ether. And now Nerva has amassed a Safit to shore up his defenses. How fortuitous he should find so perfect an impetus for his design, stolen from better minds than his own. How very like him. Oh, did I say that aloud? You'll forgive me if I fail to show concern for your ire. If what you say is true, these lands could never hope to recover from such a paucity of life energies? I've never heard that word before, god damn it. Final Fantasy XIV giving me English lessons. What the fuck does that mean? The presence of something in only small or insufficient quantities or amounts. I see. We must hurry and find Varish's heart. Oh, spare the land this wanton harvesting, and deny the blasphemy the source of its protection. So in other words, a lack of life energies. Yeah, basically, they could... Yeah, stop being so extra. Stop being so extra, Canny. Stop being so extra Gallians. The Gallians with their Latin, Canny Senna with her fanciful high orange. At least Orion J isn't here. Are we to presume you have any intention of aiding us? As I said, I had no intention of stealing your glory. Though I fear victory may soon slip through your fingers if you do not act quickly. The 12-wood was a mistake, honestly. The Tower of Babel was designed specifically for Anima to serve at its core. Nerva forcing himself upon the system has caused it to grow increasingly unstable. If my calculations are correct, and they always are, it will not be long before his presence triggers a system meltdown. The resulting explosion will destroy whatever teeniest streams of ether breathe life into the lands of Garlemald. But more importantly, we'll lose our only means of reaching the moon. The heavens forever denied my genius. Okay, Nero, I'm not... Nero. Hey, Nero. Could you, could you not go up to the moon? I do not want you to meet the Loperites. Please. You will be a very bad influence on them. If you think about it, it was Emmett Salt being super extra, seeing as he controlled all of this at the start, and are any of us surprised? No, we're not. We're not, but still. How so very unfortunate. In any event, it would seem time is of the essence. That's all well and good, but even if we know which district to search, finding the heart will be like looking for a needle in a bloody haystack. Actually, I may know where we can... Oh god, hiccups. I may know where we can start. It's all rather hazy, but I still have vague recollections of my time serving Anima when I was enthralled. We were commanded to erect some manner of facility tucked away in a corner of Fabrica. I remember not what it was for, but it's as good a place as any to begin our search. Certainly sounds promising, but surely this facility will be heavily guarded. Then maybe it'd be best to divide our forces. If it's just the four of us, should it prove difficult to sneak inside and find the heart? So it's just like a dungeon. Meanwhile, our main force can stand ready to storm the Tower of Babel when the barrier gives out. Leave it to us. Oh damn! Even Laurence is in with the fist bump, the hand punch. You know it's over when the Warrior of Light does that, but now somebody else is doing it. Oh no! This is Livia. This is Fancred. God damn it! They're doing it! They're doing it again! What? Very well. We shall return at once. A number of Garleans have left camp for the Tower of Babel. They have somehow misunderstood the threat of the tower and convinced themselves I'd never taken refuge there, still clinging to their ill-placed patriotism, no doubt. They could not have gone far. If we act quickly, perhaps they can be found before they come to harm. A wise man would not waste his time on a few wayward refugees. I thought you Sharlayan scholars knew better. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, sir. If it is all the same to you, Chip, I would join you. I will return to camp and begin preparations for our assault on the tower. And I suppose I should go as well. We love Nero. He's so extra. He's probably pouty because Sid isn't here. Though I am unarmed, I promise not to be a burden. That said, it would behoove us to avoid any undue confrontations if possible. Now then, let us be off. Survey the designated location while Fortuno is accompanying you. So I can just do this. Oh, hi, Fortuno. No trace of them here. Let us keep searching. Oh my god, no, hi! Oh my goodness, Badger, squish him! Sir, can you stop with those stompies? I'm busy here. Do you hear that? Came from over there. It could be a trap. It could very well be a trap. Oh yeah, I remember what I was doing with this. Hey, you're not involved in this. That was going to be my repair, so I don't absolutely annihilate everything. Plus, it's a level 90 quest, so... You're the ones who came to speak with us before. We heard Lord Never had returned and was assembling his forces in the tower, but... No, not Lord Never too. Then there really is nothing left for us. I'll not deny your situation is dire, but you are not without a path forward. I believe you've the passion and conviction needed to rebuild Garlemald, if you so choose. Or failing that, you could begin life anew in Sharlayan. Rebuild Garlemald? No, there's no point in entertaining so lofty a dream. We would sooner die than suffer life under the rule of another. You would sooner seek death than sanctuary? Your resolve is admirable, sorely misplaced. If you would not see Garlemald rise from the snow and ashes here in Ilzabad, might you consider venturing onto a new frontier? A new frontier? And where exactly is this land ripe for exploration? There, on the moon. It is our goal to create a repository of man's knowledge there, free from the jurisdiction of any nation. As I understand, your magitech and technological advancements of Garlemald were without peer. Your expertise would be indispensable in the endeavor. Should you be willing, of course. You really expect us to go and live on the bloody moon? Such a thing even possible? Have you a better alternative? Nero! Lest you forget, Garlemald did not rise to grandeur from complacency in the presence of rumination in the past. We live for the future. It is in our blood. Life is not without its hardships, of course. Even I have met with the occasional stumbling block. But even should I stumble, my eyes are forever fixed skyward, seeking ever greater heights. The Empire may be lost, but I still possess a great deal of knowledge gained from it, and a desire to seek more. The very notion of exploring the moon is an unprecedented prospect. And that you would balk at the proposition boggles the mind. Consider this. You have heard that beasts of the final days were born of those hapless souls that had given up on everything, yes? If that is indeed the case, can you tell me why you still stand before me? Because deep down you believe your life is yet worth living. Deep down, you long to reach for the unreachable. Or perhaps you don't. If you should choose to lay down and die here in the snow, that's none of my concern. Reach for the unreachable. That sounds like something I would have said back at the academy. Alright, we'll go. I suppose it's better than dying here in the snow. as you so grimly put it. Then we must first dispense with the blasphemy that commands the tower. It's so hard to believe Lord Never of all people could be turned into one of those monsters. Please, you must stop him. Put his soul to rest. Thank you, and sorry for causing all this trouble. Honestly, being Reaper for this makes sense. Thank you for the rousing call to action, but I thought you had no interest in meddling in our affairs. Lest you misunderstand, I abhor the idea of my countrymen blindly following nobles I know next to nothing about. Besides, it would be a most piteous sight for not a single Garlean to be among those venturing to the moon. Who also might prevail upon to learn of new findings up there. Nero is adorable. He's a bean. We love Nero. Good sippy. From what Nero has told us, time is now a luxury we can ill afford. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass. Only for the moment. The others are no doubt finishing their preparations for battle. Back to Broken Glass. Wait, I haven't unlocked this? Have I even done any fates in Garlemald yet? I've done a lot in Dawn Trail, but I haven't done a lot of the Endwalker stuff yet. I have done one fate. I should hope the other's absence means all proceeds apace. Good, you're here. With the recent arrival of reinforcements, our preparations are all but complete. Apologies for our lateness. Seems we are at least in time to help deliver the crushing blow. Hey. And if the fates are kind, this will be the last we see of those damnable blasphemies. Commander Alden, Lord Ian, thank you both for coming. Yes, of course. Understood. Laurent and the others have reclaimed Varys' heart. The barrier protecting the blasphemy should soon dissipate. Then the time has come to at last storm the Tower of Babel. Wait, is this going to be this is going to be a trial, isn't it? Not like a dungeon. Admiral Merwib and Lord Emmerich wait our arrival at his base. Then we should be about it, eh? I suppose this is as good an opportunity as any to keep my hammer from rushing over. Yo, Nero's joining us! I will accompany you as well. As the forum's representative and a member of the survey team, I feel it my responsibility to see this through to the end. I didn't take you for the fighting type. Despite appearances, I'm no stranger to the battlefield. Indeed, I have seen my fair share, traveling the world in service to the Forum. Though I may not be the equal of Alphino or Alizé, we shall not find ourselves wanting. I can promise you that much. As long as you don't steal the LB3. When you have all finished your preparations, we shall reconvene at the Enceladium. Fucking galleons! No, kibbying our way up there. Yeah, I can see it coming. All of the others have been either mostly solo instance, or they have been at least with 3 others. This one feels like it's going to be a trial. Also, I love how Falchinos now is just like, yeah, I know I'm not as powerful as Alphino or Alizé, but I'll still kick some ass. I love his character growth. All are present and accounted for. Shall we proceed? Progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. Then blah blah blah. Try again for the most recent of these. If you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, the progress will be lost. So just don't leave. Apologies. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Our objective is simple. Locate and eliminate the blasphemy. Never. Though the barrier guarding him is no more, a number of beasts will surely block the way at the auxiliary sector. Off to a smashing start, I see. It would seem the tower will reach its limit sooner than I anticipated. If we're to save the transporter, we must hurry and find Nerva. Now! Nice voice crack, nerd. Okay, this is going to be cool. A trial which is also a dungeon is wild.
Revealed. The winds favor us.
Okay, well, we're losing 2 of them already.
Down with you!
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I'm not the healer here, and I can see Reborn on low health. I can't do anything about that. Oh, hi, everybody.
Tizona! Enough!
Wild content that people who don't have at least don't level at least one of each role will never see. Yeah, this is why I like the role quests. They do have their own good fights and their own good story, especially the post quests. Is that the last of them? Haha, you shouldn't have said anything. Of course not. We can't afford for them to impede our advance any further. Commander Aldin, let us hold them here. Master Fortuno, take the others and go, quickly. Understood. And now we're losing 2 more. And then there were 3. I see. And there it is. Although, what's concerning me is there is 3 of us here. Who's the 4th? Uh-oh. Save me! Can I have a rescue, please? Yippee! Yep, familiar indeed. If you do it again, I won't be able to do anything about it. Ah shit, my headset died. There we go. Hopefully I don't fail a DPS check because I had to quickly put my headset down. No! And it's dead. Or is it? It's dead. For glory everlasting indeed. Is it over? Has the danger passed? By a hair's breadth, perhaps, but yes, I say we've managed to avoid a fiery ruin. Our path to the moon is open once more. The duty of Sharlayan has ever been to chart the course of history, not to change it. Thus did we fervently hold to our policy of neutrality and non-intervention. In truth, it was all in service to our plans of exodus, to abandon this star to its ruinous fate. Harsh though it may sound, I still believe it was ultimately for the greater good. Thanks to you and your comrades, however, this was a fate that did not come to pass. Sharlayan will now find a new way forward, not merely for the preservation of knowledge, but for the betterment of this star, and all who call it home. I believe I speak for all of the Forum when I say it would be an honor and a privilege to work towards such a goal alongside the allied nations. Aye, an age of true and everlasting peace is finally within our grasp, and we will seize it, together. It is a relief to know we've no longer a need for battle. Despite my experience, I must confess I am ill-suited to it. The allied nation leaders, meanwhile, demonstrated an aptitude for combat far and above what I might expect from diplomatic figures. And you, my friend, I see now why you're so well regarded as the Aussiest champion. Fortuno, if you did not tank that hit, I would be fucking dead right now. Give yourself some credit. The others have already begun the arduous journey home, but before you go, I would offer a word of thanks to the both of you. If not for your timely assistance, our plans would be forfeit, and the lands of Ilzabad forever defiled by blasphemy. Please, I've no need for your platitudes. I labor only to further my own ends. Nothing more. We heard the news. Thank you for everything. With Lord Never laid to rest, we've the peace of mind to move on without regret. Oh, hi. There you are. Now, what's this I heard about you cleaning out the Tower of Babel? Are we finally ready to return to the moon? Ah, what fortuitous timing. Allow me to introduce you to Living Way of the Loporrit, Moon Dweller and Overseer of the Survey Team. Hey, Mimo! Living Way, these good people will be the Moon's first residents. I trust you and the other Loporrits will take good care of them. But pleased to meet you? Residents? Oh no. I mean, oh yes, splendid. After many long years of planning and preparation, the Moon is absolutely, most definitely ready to accommodate your stay. Glad to hear it. And apologies for the delay. I must first confer with Laurence and see to our final preparations. But your residents-to-be and the survey team shall be along ere long. Might I trouble you to relay word of our success to Sherabat in Radzatan? I should think the tidings all the more heartening coming from you. Until next we meet. Wait. You're not leaving the moon. You're not leaving for the moon without me. Bye, Nero. God damn it. I feel sorry for the Loporrits. Nero's up there now. Poor Lops. Alright, back to Radzatan. So, it's true then. The blaspheming Garlemald has been struck down? They were right to call on you, it seems. And with no other outstanding reports of blasphemy sightings, I dare say you've slain the last of them. Perhaps now we can finally start to put the final days behind us. Strange though that may sound. On behalf of my fellow delegates and the Radiant Host, I extend to you our humblest thanks. I hope, when next I call on you, it will be under more fortuitous circumstances. Endwalker role quest complete. Man. Alright. I'm going to take a break for a couple of minutes. I need to go get sippy. When I get back, as I said, I will be finishing off the Merchant's Tale side quest. So we will be back in a few minutes, and then I can decide what I will do after that side quest, because I know it won't take too long. And I am back. Hello. Hey, Ross. How's it going? You finished your interview? Goody. I hope it went well. Right. I need to change my stream description. Dawn Trail, VC, Dungeon, Finishing, Other Stoof. How did you like them, especially compared to the Shadowbringers ones? Okay, the fights in... Are we talking? Okay. The fights were good. I liked these fights. I enjoyed getting a lot of story wrap up, especially with a lot of the things from the entirety, you know, from Our Own Reborn going through Endwalker. We had a lot of unfinished story, and this gave a nice little wrap up to it. And, you know, it does stand to reason that even after the final days itself, things were still a little bit fucked. Because, you know, there's still going to be a lot of these blasphemies roaming about. And this is just us cleaning up shop. I felt a lot more emotional towards the Shadowbringers ones, though. Especially learning about, you know, the Warriors of Light and their party, what they went through. Yeah. The story from Shadowbringers was a lot more hard-hitting. This one from Endwalker was more a good wrap-up. A good story wrap-up from a lot of the things which was just left untold. Chip plays Nia when? I still need to, I know. Did that send? It did. I was yapping. I was yapping. I was yapping about Null's thing, and now now I saw yours. But yeah, the story was peak for the Shadowbringers role quests. Oh, and bad, but it was far less engaged. Yeah, that's okay. So you both just basically said what I said. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't bad, basically. The only one I kind of just did not like at all, was the was it the tank one? Yeah. Yeah, no, I just did not like it. No one likes the tank one. Yeah, it was that one to me was it just did no. It just need to no. Whoever wrote that one needs to just not. just don't. Yeah, it fell flat, basically. Right, what I'm gonna do... Oh yeah, that was nice. I liked that, but that was like the only thing which was like there. Okay, it does look like my things are selling. Good. I know there is. Yeah, they are selling. The Twin Adders salute is a Final Fantasy X reference. Wait, it is? Got an anime I need to show you at some point. No worries. Blah, 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 blah. I know we haven't VC'd much recently, but if you would like to hop in later, I would like to see it. Then we can play some stuff. I do apologies. It's a spirit salute? Do I have it? What is it called? Right, I won't have it because I'm not part of their free company. I have the flame salute. Makes sense. You've been feeling like shit? Yeah, oh, okay. No worries. Then you make sure to... Oh, do you mean in the past? Like, you're feeling a bit better now, and now you're more feeling up to it? You can go to the Twin Adders and they should salute you. That is the wrong thing, Chip. Actually look at where you're clicking, Chip. You showed Snowing, she really loved it. Okay. I would be happy to see. English name is Link Click, but I forgot the Chinese name. That sounds like a game anime. Salute me. Salute me. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually. Oh. I see. I never realized. That's cool. All right, back to Old Chalion. How am I doing for tomes this week? Still need 200 more. I can do that a little bit later. This is probably going to be advanced unlocking. Or some criterion unlocking. Oh my goodness, we actually get a good-looking sandwich. Greetings, Chip. I heard you made some impressive progress into the pages of The Merchant's Tale. Nazqua could barely contain her excitement when she told me about it. She's been thinking about what you saw while inside the book, and she wanted to speak with you about it. I shall contact her and tell her to meet you at Archon Design. Hopefully the two of you can find a nice place for a chat. I haven't done all the Dontra ones yet, but they are sure something. Well, I will be, now that I've finished off the Endwalker ones, I will be doing the Dawn Trail ones next week. There you are. I hope you weren't waiting too long. Now that I've had some time to think about our time within the manuscript, I'd like to thank you anew for your bravery. What you did was no easy feat. I wouldn't have been able to decipher the story's mysteries without you. To think such a commonplace object would be the priceless treasure we were looking for. One final question yet bothered me, however. I've been trying to figure out why my father gifted the book to me. What he wanted me to accomplish for his final test. Eventually I remembered the advice my father gave when I asked to become his apprentice. Books had long since been my obsession, and I knew that I wanted to specialize in recovering documents of all sorts. A cleaner may come into their own once they can obtain the item they're asked to find. That is only the first step toward true mastery. For the longest time, I believed that my father was so respected because he could find even the rarest texts. Yet I realize now that I was wrong. When we handed the young maiden that plate, she wept for joy. My father wanted me to see those tears. What was of worth immeasurable to her would have looked worthless to anyone else. The concept of value differs from person to person. A rare and expensive object won't necessarily be considered truly valuable by one and all. A master cleaner can see what the client truly desires and deliver something that speaks to their heart. That must be what my father meant by his advice so long ago. I wasn't the only one left with a book, you know. My father, drawing on the keen sense he'd honed over a lifetime, left keepsakes for each of his daughters. 12 books, each perfectly matching their recipient's needs. Although the time he spent with us was scarce, he paid attention, knew us through and through. Now, more than ever, I want to follow in his footsteps. His wisdom has gifted me with a new perspective from which to approach my work. Of course, I have to thank you for this discovery. I won't soon forget our time together. Speaking of which, my sisters and I don't see each other all too often, nor do we keep in touch regularly. Even so, Stella and I had a chance to catch up recently. She told me all about the adventures you've shared together. The tale was very concise and organized, as is her wont. Yet the proud look on her face as she told it showed plainly how much she treasured the experience. I felt like I caught a glimpse of what she considers truly valuable, and it made me feel closer to her. I hope your travels continue to be exciting and fulfilling. Chip, I know that wheresoever you end up, a bright future awaits you. Yes, this is a new Y'shtola system we have been introduced to. And they have canonically stated that there are 13 of them. your Nazca and her 12 sisters, each receiving a different end book from the Merchant's Tale. Every one of the sisters has one of these books. And I can't wait for 7.5, where we have like an option to talk to your scholar. And obviously there's like some dialogue which is just like, oh, you met your Nazca? Did she eat a rock again? Did she pick up a random mushroom and eat it? But yeah, I actually never did any reading for the final one. And Ross, if you obviously want to go through this at any point, please, because the fights are good and the story is good. I enjoyed it. This is like actually really sweet. It does tug on me a little bit. Yeah, I know, and I know you've not been feeling up to it, but if you would like to pick it up again at any point and do this variant dungeon, I would very much like to do it with you. Because, man, this actually makes me... This tugs on my heartstrings. This is a type of emotional slap where my brain is just like, bitch, you must cry. You spoke with Nazca then? Good, good. I know you're a busy man, so we both appreciate your time. Your old Noon was truly one of the best of us. And while Nazca has some work ahead until she reaches his level, there's no doubt in my mind she can eventually surpass her father. The Merchant's Tale will remain here in safekeeping, and if you ever feel like perusing its pages once again, I'm certain Nazca will gladly accompany you. Did you finish normals already or just up through 8? I have done 1 through 8. We are doing 9 till 12, not this weekend, but the weekend after. So, the 21st is probably the day we're going to do it. Haven't done the last 2 either, but which theme was your favorite? Someone from the... okay, when you say the last 2, do you mean heavyweight? And not cruiserweight? Nine till 12. Oh, okay, so that's heavyweight. Okay, Sugar Riots, up to now, has been my favorite. That's been an absolute bop. I still need to listen to the songs properly. But from the background noise that I've heard, yeah. Because obviously during the fight you can't listen to the songs properly, otherwise you'll be bopping and dying all the time. Dancing Green was good. Now that was a good fight, and that was a good bop. To be honest, all of them were good. All of them were good. Alright. For all you've done for us, I would offer you this. We always give it to gleaners before they depart, that they may find their way back to us safely. May it offer you the same protection on your next adventure. I only hope I have the chance to hear of it sometime. Philosopher's sandwich. She just had a sandwich in her back pocket. Just sitting there. Just there. Do you keep sandwiches in your back pocket? 3 of them? What do you keep in there? That's not going to be hygienic. That's not hygienic at all. Pocket sandwich. It is pocket sand, but sandwich. Pocket sandwich. But yeah, in terms of all of the variant dungeons, this has been one which I have been the most attentive to. Like, don't get me wrong, all of the others are good, but this one has been very good. The fights are good, the variance is good, the areas in each path actually feel very, very unique. And that is what a variant dungeon should be. And running it blind was good. We actually got to do all of it, do all the paths, figure out everything, and we even figured out the secret path as well. I got very close to one of the things in the for the fine. I was missing one thing, but it was a fair bit obscure. But I was on the very right track. And yeah, honestly, if you want to go through it, Ross, run it blind. I'll just basically say I'll sit back and just let you do all the choices. If you just want to go through all the paths and could you say Claire obscure? I need to go back and I need to play it again. There's so much shit I need to play. I need to do endgame stuff. The game's so good, and with Nat playing it again, it has gotten me a bit more invigorated to play it. Finish that first. Finish that. Do side content and yeah, that's what I that's what I mean. Yeah, I need to do the endgame side content and obviously the DLC stuff, because I haven't seen much of it, but from the one funny fight what I've seen, yeah, it's going to be great. Have you seen much of the super boss? No, I haven't. The only thing I know is his name and the big fucking thing he has. Those are the only 2 things I have seen, because if anyone mentions it or if a video shows it, I just go the fuck away. I do not watch it. I do not want to know anything about it. But yeah, I will be going in blind for it. I only know his name and I only know the thing he has. And the reason I'm being vague is the reason I'm being vague is, yeah, because there's a lot of people who haven't played Expedition 33 and will still be playing Expedition 33. I do wish more folks did this content for the fun of it. Many are disappointed in the rewards. Yeah, people are just like, oh no, we only got an Orchestrion. Oh no, we only got a tiny minion. There's a lot of rewards from this. There's mounts, there's minions, there's Orchestrions. There's a good dancer glam. Even for the hello one, I want to get the noir outfit. because I want that for Dawn Trail Hildy when that comes back again. I want to rock my Noir outfit. But yeah, the new dancer glam is just free belly rail estate. Oh god, the orchestrion is currently worth $1 million. Oh, so is all of the... Yeah. Oh yeah, I do want to do the hard mode as well. I do want to sit down and do the hard mode. Which one was it what I wanted? Was it this one? Yeah, it was that one. Or did I want to get... No, I wanted to get this one. That one is that. So this one I wanted for the legs. Sorry about blaying out in chat the other day. Blaying, you know, I've probably forgot. What are those? Yeah, I like those ones better. Made an assumption about spoilers, it's all good. Oh, not here. I see. You were talking about elsewhere. Got you. What the head? I haven't seen the headdress. Oh my goodness, it has wiggle physics. Okay, I like that. What's the other one? Nah, I want to get this one. I want to get the headdress. That one, I like that one better. And I still need to grind for the orchestrion. But yeah, what were the earrings? A collar. What's a collar? Okay, it's just got like a blue bow on it. Nice little flower wristlet. I like that. There's 4 rewards in this list that won't... Okay, that makes sense. Because there's a minion, there's some glasses, there's a furnishing for the... for a house, and 4 accessory items. But yeah, I still want to grind a low for the Noir outfit. Actually, is it a low? Because it wasn't Sildy. Oh wait, yeah, it was Sildy. Oh no, me and Evil said we need to do a low. It's not, it's Sildy. It took me and a buddy to full lookouts to learn the boss is blind. We didn't look at any guides. Oh, for the hard mode? Yeah, that's what I want to do. And that's what I did with the regular mode. I wanted to go in blind. And as Tia said, it was actually really fun doing the runs to figure it out. Especially, like, the bosses were cool. All right, well, I need to tell Evil we need to do Sildy and not a low. Whoopsie. You know what? While it's on my mind, I'm going to message him now. I'm happy you let us do that. I get some anxiety playing with strangers. Yeah, I can understand that. When I do harder content, I want to do it with people I know. I don't want to do it with strangers and then get cussed out for learning. Even if I queue up as a learning group, I don't want to get cussed out. Hey, Evil. Looks like we need to do Sildy and not a low like we fought from the wire outfit. But yeah, I want to do some grinding for this at some point, because I have 33 currently, and I need 39, 48, 63. I need 63, so I need 30 more to get the entire thing. Actually, wait, no, there's the shoes. There's the shoes as well. Okay. Well, fuck. That's a lot of grinding. Have I done all of Sildy? I've done all. CLD. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. That means we can just go through and just do any path which Nanimo wants us to do to get the extra shards. Yeah, I still need to do some stuff on Rokon. I still need to do a lot of stuff on a low. But yeah, let me have a look. Ross, I'm going to do some reading of the 13th path for the Merchant's Tale. If you don't want to hear it, this is your spoiler warning. I will give you a few seconds. Because I haven't read this one yet. It was the soot-covered plate which the maiden treasured above all. Almost buried in ash, the ruins standing by the sea were once home to the maiden, who appears at the beginning of the story. It seems the people who lived there shared a type of fellowship with the sea folk, using an altar to interact with them and exchange various goods. That was until the day the Dandan appeared to threaten their peaceful lives. Stories tell of a brave young man who secluded himself in the mountains to hone his body and mind so that he might fell the dread beast. But the Dandan did not wait. In time, the village succumbed to its wrath. Bereft of both family and home, the young maiden drifted aimlessly until she reached the city where the book begins. No matter how lustrous, no treasure could soothe such a troubled heart. Yet that soot-covered plate was enough to stir memories of the maiden's family, allowing her to face her past and turn her gaze to the future. Having risked life and limb to bring back something so precious, surely the young merchant became a trustworthy companion to the maiden. Finding the item our client's request is indeed a gleaner's primary duty. Yet, at times, it seems even the clients themselves are unaware of their true desire. To read between and beyond the client's words and find what they genuinely consider to be of worth immeasurable is our true task. That was what my father showed me, and I will keep that lesson close at heart as I continue my own journey. Man, Nazgul needs a hug. All of them need a fucking hug. All right. What have I got to do? I have got a few things. I need to get some more tones because I need to get my dancer 780 gear still. I have the legs I need to get next to replace my 750 gear. So I could just run my roulettes for the day and get that done with. All right, what I'm going to say is if anybody would like to join me to do some stuff, let me know. Otherwise, I will just queue up. I've got dungeons to do. I've got a couple of treasure maps to do. Yeah, if only a hunt train spawned right this second. Is there anything in the hunt server? There was a red alert I missed at 12:30. Whoopsie. There was one... There was one 1 hour ago. Oh well. It is what it is. Alright, if no one wants to join and queue up, then I can just go in as my Dark Knight. Hopefully that will alleviate some queue times. I do need to upgrade my Dark Knight gear at some point. You'll get halfway into Expert and that's when it'll pop, such as life. Alright, time to test it. Alright, I'm eating my sandwich. Considering I'm not looking at the hunt server at the moment, do let me know if one pops so I can cry about it. Hey, Unza. Marlboro and Zalera already had that. Oh, okay. I think I've DC'd. I've DC'd again! Why is it every single day this happens? Okay, looks like I'm back. I think. Okay, I do have a bun stack. Is stream okay? If somebody could let me know if stream dropped out or not, because I did have a lot of lag spike there, please. We're still here. Okay, thank you. Okay, the stream didn't drop, but you did see the fucking big lag spike I had earlier, right? A double Brynhilde train just popped, but it's a Shadowbringers and Endwalker. For mathematics and nuts, yeah. I need mnemonics. Those will be good when by the augment items for Nux next patch, but not now. Indeeders. Oh nice, I'm just getting all of the fending stuff. I'm eating good with this dungeon! I will equip it later though. I don't want to keep them waiting. And it's dead. No need to worry. Don't need aiming. Don't need striking. I'm so refined. We sure fight a lot of monster horses. We do. If I had a nickel for every time it happened, I would have quite a fucking lot of nickels. I would have more than 2. The funnier one is when we're doing the Shadowbringers normals, when we're doing Edenverse. And we're just like, what if we just took Grandpa and turned him into a Hans? Also, the healer needed a little bit before we continued. I haven't had Edenverse in roulettes a lot, but when I have, it has been funny. The Shadowbringers series you don't see a lot of when you're doing roulettes. There's one in Somal, one in Skerla, one here, one in two of the deep dungeons, the bosses so often. Maybe the game just likes Thunderhunts. Well, I mean, you're saying monster hunts, but a lot of them are quite lightning aspected. Yeah, there's the wild boss in the logs, the wicked fun. Yeah, this is what I mean. A lot of these Honzes are just thunder. I mean, it makes sense. There's Odin. don't forget about Odin. There's a lot of them. Okay, that was just rude. I'm gonna parry that ball back at you, Terra. I don't deserve to be bowled to the face. I deserve head pats and love. Maybe a little kissy. There's a lot of monster turds too, but they're almost never a boss. Shadowbringers would like you to know your location. Also, Dancing Green would like to know your location. I can't remember. Did Great Google have this Toad boss? Who was the boss Toad in Shadowbringers? I forgot. It was when you went into the palace. You know what? It's gonna be. I need to tab out to find out the name of it. The castle in Ilmeg. There was one in there. Yeah, Angfon. Eggfon, however you pronounce his name. I think our healer has exploded. I was thinking about a general. Oh, the Gigantode. I see. Makes sense. It still makes me laugh when you go through the side quests in Elpis. You find out that you're the cause for the Gigantodes and the Behemoths. You made the concept. It's your fault, Warrior of Light. Wait, the only boss you and Mega uses a Gigantode rigging? Okay, that's hilarious. Are they alive? They said they needed a minute. Wait, there we go. Oh, they said they needed a minute. We was here for I think I don't know. It was a long time. Yeah, I was gonna get concerned about that. That was almost an AFK kick. Speaking of an enemy type that's often a boss, we also fight a lot of griffins. We do! Oh, hey, would you look at that? Oh yeah, it's like here. For the first one, I remember now. I am not paying attention. My mind has been frazzled. I'll be fine. It's only 2 Von stacks. We'll be fine. And the Griffin said, GG. Slaying and scouting. I am once again asking if anybody would like to join to do the rest of these roulettes with me. I am just doing some tongue grinding currently. Oh yeah, that's a thing as well. Now that I'm doing my Dawn Trail role quest soon, I need to get a melee up to 100 and my Astrologian up to 100 as well, because that's my closest. I guess it's my Reaper who I'll be leveling. Like, I know you can just level during the role quests and just start at 90, but I'd rather have them if and at close to 100. Alrighty, I will just get queued up. Boink, boink, boink it. I need to do some more potion grinding as well. I got a lot of stuff to do. I'll just have to wake up Evil at some point and drag him to Boja. Or obviously Yunsar. Have you figured out when you want to do the Boja stuff yet? Those things just show up so much in fantasy and video games if someone saw one in real life. Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised. Out of everything in all of mythological creatures, I would just believe a griffin. I would just believe it's real. They're so big, squishy, and fluffy. And obviously when I do the role quest days, it's a little bit quieter than normal. But that's okay. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be a day off. Itchy's got a car MOT due, so we're going to go do that. And then we are going to spend the day together. The day together. And I can't wait. It's going to be a very good day. I'm looking forward to it. How many? I think it was 875 I needed for the leggings for my dancer. I'll have to double check. Well, I'd say my dancer, but also my bard because range gear is shared. Still find it funny how this is an actual fishing spot. Even though you can do it in Limsa as well. Is there any fishing spots in Gridania? Does Oldar have any? It's going to be that little fountain at in the Ephraim Plaza. That's going to be it. Okay, so there's water over there. There's water here. Is this a fishing spot? It's a fishing spot. It's an undiscovered fishing hole. Alright. So, there's one here. Nah, I need to find out. There is gonna be one in Oldar. I swear to God, if you're talking about my Boja thing is already done, I'm crying! You didn't invite me! Oh no! It isn't a fishing spot. Okay, There's there's some in Limsa. Is there any in Uldar? Any of these fishing points? Is there any, like, big sources of water? There must be one. There's a fishing point in front of the... Yeah. Gridania, I know, has a few. Limsa, I know, has a few because, you know, they're literally around the water. But is there any in Uldar? Okay, this fountain has to be, right? Damn it. Nope, that's not a fishing point. I know there's a... How do you find it again? I know there's a fishing map. I forgot what it is. That's the fish guide. Fishing log. There it is. Okay. Yeah, there's none. Some in the goblet. Okay. That would be... Is there any in Imperium? It does not seem to be. Oh well. I genuinely thought there would be at least one in Uldar. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this dungeon. Since it's a little bit quieter today, I'm probably going to end stream after this, because I would like to relax. I didn't have the best of sleep last night. Is there a natural body of water in the city? There's nothing on the fishing log guide. But I don't think there's a natural body of water. Like a river that comes in or anything like that. There's just a lot of fountains. And I thought it would be funny if a fountain was a fishing spot. Yeah, definitely isn't any. Oh well. While I'm here, I'll put the new outfit I got into my glamour dresser. Okay, I just need the headdress before I can do the glamour outfit. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna put them all in separately so I can mix and match.
Dad, I want some nuggies. Can I have some nuggies? Give me some nuggies.
No, I have told you. Can you go to the Oceania data center? I can. Oh, at least I do have the capability to travel over there. Why do you want to know? Actually, okay, fish, you can have a nuggie. What I will do is I will take a fish, I will mash it up, I will squish it together, and I will batter it and give it to you as a nugget. But then that's just basically a fish finger, so... That's the only data center outside of Japan I can travel to? Yeah, I remember saying. That's what I would do if we were going to do Boja together. Jeez, what's going on with the queue time here? I'm a tank, what? I mean, reset hit in... No, reset is already hit, right? Or is it half an hour? I can't remember. Wait, they've changed outfits. They used to just... Oh my goodness. I really don't know what's going on with this. Queue time's been wild. Usually it's quick. Is there anyone on the Lalafell bench? There is! Oh, Taz is here. Hell yeah. People sleeping on the Thursday? That's why I'm confused why the queue times are kind of wild here. Usually I get quick in, especially queuing as a tank. I guess no one's just running a level cap. I'll give it another minute. If it doesn't pop, I'll just end. This bench is a Rothkart corner in Kujata. Yeah, we overtook this bench a while ago. I was sat here, and then suddenly a bunch of Lalafells just started appearing out of nowhere. And we've got a little server, and we've just got the Lalafell bench. And obviously, I see Taz and a few others roaming about doing stuff. All right. Genuinely don't know what's going on with the queue times. I was fine before. A little bit disappointing. Alright, sorry for just sat around doing nothing there. It is a little bit of a quiet day. If people don't want to do anything, then I will just end for the day. I have done the solo stuff that I wanted to do today. So, everybody, have a wonderful evening. I will be back next week. The schedule will be put out over the weekend. Bye-bye for moi.